everyone, Amanda here. Today we are going to be doing an upper body resistance band workout. So let's get started with our warm-up. We're just going to start with a nice easy march and pull the shoulder blades back and down, lifting through the chest. We're going to be doing a lot of shoulder and back mobility-based movements today. So just make sure that you're lifted through that chest, getting warmed up through that shoulder joint, and we'll take this into a chest opener. Arms out, palms facing in, pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades, keep the march going. Exhale as you pull. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take this into a side step. Let's step, and we're going to add a bicep curl. Curl it up. Keep those elbows in. Warming up through those biceps here, nice and easy on the feet. Gentle bend in the knees. Slight rotation through the forearms and palms as you lift in that bicep curl position. Breathing through it. 2 more. Shake it out. Let's take this into tricep. Extend, and let's add a toe tap. Extending through the back of the upper arm. Warming up through those triceps here. Squeeze in the back of the upper arm. 2 more. And plant the feet. Let's take this into shrugs. Arms hanging down on either side. Lift up and squeeze, and then push the clavicle down. Lift up and squeeze, and push the clavicle down. When you push down past a neutral position. You should feel the muscles pressing down toward the floor. 2 more here. Lift up and squeeze. Push down. 1 more. Lift up and squeeze and push down. All right, let's grab onto our resistance band. I'm going to be using one single band today. If you have adjustable ones, you can double them up if you want a bit more resistance. So, working with my single band, I'm going to start with a lat pull down. So I'm just going to move to where my ceiling is a little higher. Now from here, we're going to start with our hands just wider than shoulder width apart in an overhand grip with a gentle bend in the knees and the chest lifted. From here, I'm going to pull down, squeezing outward into a wide W position until I touch the top of the chest and pull the shoulder blades and elbows back and down, getting a squeeze through the upper back. Lift through the chest. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Widen your grip. 9. Pulling the resistance band taut. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down every rep. Keep this up. 5, 4, 3. Gentle bend in those elbows on the way down. 2. 1 more here. 1. And let's shake it out. We're going to take it into triceps. So for this move, we don't actually need the handles. We're simply going to loop the resistance band so that we're holding on to 2 bands on one side and our hand is looped through on the other side. Now with this one, I'm going to start out with the band in my right hand toward my chest, which means I'm going to be working through the left arm. Gentle bend in the knees, and I'm going to extend down. Now in this one, you might need to give it a trial run. You might need to switch your hand position to figure out how much tension that you need in this move. So chest is lifted, shoulder blades are back. My forearm starts parallel to the floor, and I'm going to go slightly out here. Ready? Exhale and push. Let's go for 10. 9. Really extend here. 8. Breathe through it. 7. Keep this up. 6. 5. 4. Squeezing those triceps. 3. Tension on. 2. And 1. We're going to take it over to the other side. So this time the left hand is looped through. We're going to be working that right arm. So loop it, place it at the chest, place the other hands around. Remember, you can extend just to make sure that you have enough or a little tension and adjust it accordingly. So feet shoulder width apart, lifting through the chest. Start with that forearm parallel to the floor. Let's press it down for 10. Here we go. 10. Breathe through it. 9. 8. Get that squeeze. 7. Elbows in nice and tight to the torso. 6. Exhale. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Shake it out. Let's take it back to our lat pull downs. So once again, we're going to go wider than shoulder width apart. Lifting up, try to pull back next to the ears. Gentle bend in the knees. Abs are in. Let's pull down to the top of the chest. Here we go. Squeeze. 10. Breathing through this. 9. Nice and wide. 8. Pulling the elbows and the shoulders down. Keep this up. Exhale. Pull. You've got it. 5. 4. Really squeezing through the mid-back. Almost there. 1 more. And shake it out. Let's take it back to our tricep press. So once again, we're going to loop through with that right hand, bring it in toward the chest. And once again, give yourself a little bit of a test run. Make sure that your left hand is in the right position to get enough resistance. Feet are shoulder width apart, gentle bend in the knees. Start with that weight at your chest. Here we go. 10. Get that squeeze here. 9. Really press down and slightly outward. That's really going to extend through that tricep. You've got it. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Let's take it over to the other side. So this time, looping that left hand through, hold on with both tubes through the one hand, lift through the chest, tucking in, keeping that hand in toward your core. Ready? Here we go. 10. Get that full extension. 9. Slightly outward as you press, but keep that elbow in nice and tight. That's it. Squeezing through the back of the upper arm, breathing through it. 3, 2, 1. One more round, take it to our lat pull down. So we're gonna go just wider than shoulder width apart, lifting through that chest, pull those arms back so the upper arm is next to the ears, and let's pull down for 10. Here we go. 10. Really working through the back of those shoulders, the lats, and the rhomboids. Breathe through this. Pull and squeeze. That's it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. One more round of tricep. So once again, we're going to put that loop in the right hand, holding both strands with the left, feet shoulder width apart, tuck in toward the chest, lift through the chest, and gentle bend in the knees. Let's go for 10. 10. Really extending and squeezing. Breathe. That's it. Push through this. 6, 5, 4, 3. You're almost there. 2. Really work that arm. 1. Over to the other side. One last round of tricep. Loop through the left hand. Take the right hand, supporting the other strands. Lift through the chest. Ready? Let's go for 10. 10. Breathe through it. 9, 8, 7. Keep this up. 6. Chest is lifted. 5. Abs are in. 4. Don't let those shoulders cape forward. 3. You've got this. 2. And 1. Whew. Shake it out. Grab a water break, and I'll demo our next round. Up next, we're going to take this into a rear delt fly. So once again, we're going to have that overhand grip, and we're going to be just outside of shoulder width apart, just like we did for our lat pull down. But this time, we're going to keep it to chest height. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to start at chest height. From here, we're going to row outward in that delt fly position, and we're going to squeeze, touching the resistance tube to the top of the chest. So overhand grip, shoulder blades set back, abs are in. Let's go for 10. 10. Get that squeeze here. 9. Really pull through the back of the shoulders here in that fly. Breathing through it. 6, 5. Tension on those shoulders. Squeeze every rep. Exhale on the pull. 1 more. And shake out the shoulders. From here, we're going to take this into biceps. So a couple options here. Depending on the intensity of your resistance band, you can have 1 foot under the band or 2. But we're going to take this up a notch by increasing our speed in the bicep curl. So I'm just going to have 1 foot anchoring down the resistance band. If your resistance band is longer or has less resistance, you can place 2 feet shoulder width apart underneath the band. Now I'm going to have just a gentle bend in my knees. I've got a staggered stance. Palms are facing up. My shoulder blades are rolled back and my elbows are in tight. We're going to go into that curl, but we're going to do these fast. Let's try for 15 reps here. Quick pace. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Whew, shake it out. Shake out those shoulders. We're going to take this into our rear delt fly. So once again, we're going back to that overhand grip just outside of shoulder width apart. Gentle bend in the knees, lifting through the chest, pulling the shoulder blades down. Let's go for 10 here. 10, squeezing nice and slow here. 9, breathe through it, exhale. 8, you've got it. 7, 6, get that shoulder blade squeeze back and down every rep. Tension on. Exhale on the pull. Inhale back to center. One more. And shake it out. Let's take this back to bicep. It does not matter which foot, if you're doing single foot, is underneath the band. You can switch it if you like, but I'm going to keep it the same. Going with my right foot. Anchoring that band down. Gentle bend in the knees. Now, if you're finding this resistance a little bit easy, you can walk that leg out a little further, and you can add a little bit of resistance that way if you're doing single leg. All right, going for 15 again. Shoulder blades back and down, palms facing up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the pace, keep the pace. You can do it. Breathe. 10 down, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, shake out those arms. Just taking up that speed can really make the bicep feel a lot more fatigued very quickly. All right, let's go into our rear delt flies. We are overhand grip just outside of shoulder width apart, gentle bend in the knees. 10 to go. Here we go. 10. Squeezing here. 9. Pulling the shoulder blades back and together. Focus on good posture here. We're keeping that chest lifted. Abs are in. 5, 4, 3. Get that squeeze every rep. 2. One more here. 1. Last round of bicep curls. 15 to go. So once again, 2 feet on the band or 1 foot, whatever feels right to you. If your biceps are getting fatigued and you had 2 feet on, you can stick with 1 this time. It'll help to loosen it up a little bit. All right, staggered stance. Shoulder blades back, palms facing up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Quick pace. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 down. 5 to go here. Breathe through it. 2, 1. Whew. Shake out those biceps. Grab a water break, and I'll do more next round. We're going to take this into a crossover row. So for this one, I am going to place 2 feet on the band this time, but my feet are going to be fairly close together. So I'm in a fairly narrow stance. From here, I'm going to crisscross my bands, push my bum back so my back is flat. So if you see this from the side view, my back is flat and chest is out. Palms are going to be facing in. And when I go to row this up, I'm going to go wide in a W position, squeezing through the mid-back and shoulders. So when you're ready, fold forward, palms in, push that bum back, push the chest out. Let's go for 10. 10. Try to pause at the top. 9. Get that squeeze. 8. Elbows are traveling slightly back. So they are out to the sides and in a wide position, but they're also moving just slightly backwards on that squeeze. Whew. Exhale up. 3, 2, 1 more here. 1. Lower it down. You can loosen up that foot position. We're going to take this into an overhead straight arm pull. So for this one, we're going to go fairly tight in. We're just shoulder width apart with an overhand grip. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Once again, I'm going to where my ceiling is a little higher. We're going to pull up, bring the arms back next to the ears and back down. So we're going from chest height back to next to the ears. Gentle bend in your knees, shoulder blades set back. Here we go. So you're pulling slightly outward at the top of the movement. Exhale, pull back and outward. You can loosen your grip on the way back down. Breathe through this. Working through that shoulder range of motion. Squeeze it back. 4 more here, nice and slow. 4. Pulling those shoulder blades back and together. 3, working through that shoulder blade, 2, one more here, and 1. Whew, let's lower it down. Shake out your upper back. We're taking it back to our crossover rows, second set. So once again, both feet on the band this time, but fairly narrow stance for my band. If you need to go wider to put a little bit more resistance on, that's okay. All right, let's crisscross our band. Palms are facing in, back is flat, chest is out. Let's go for 10. 10. Remember, the elbows are slightly traveling backwards, and we're pausing to get that squeeze at the top. That's it. Pull. You got it. Exhale the way up, inhale the way down. Keep this going. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake out the back. Let's take it into our straight arm overhead pulls. So once again, we are starting fairly narrow here, shoulder width apart. Chest is lifted, gentle bend in the knees, and let's pull up and back next to the ears. Here we go. 10. Nice and slow here. 9. Really working through those lats. 8. Gently pushing the range of motion for the shoulders here. 7. Breathing through this. Exhale on the lift. And remember, you're pulling slightly outward every time. 4. Keep this up. 3. Almost there. 2. One more here. And 1. Woo, shake out those shoulders. One more of each, and then we're going to start our cool down. So let's take it into our crossover row. Once again, 2 feet on the band, narrow stance. Crisscross the bands. Push forward from the chest. Back is flat. Let's go for 10. 10. Really working through the upper back and shoulders here. 9. Getting that pause at the top. 8. Breathing through it. 7. Exhale up. Inhale down. You can do it. I know back is getting tired here, but this is it. Last 2 sets. 3. You got this. 2. One more here. 1. Whew, lower it down. Let's take it into one last overhead pull, and then we'll cool down. So once again, overhand grip, starting shoulder width apart. Shoulder blades are set back. Abs are pulled in. Here we go for 10. 10. Squeezing through the upper back. 9. Pulling movements are so important to try to offset sitting at a desk all day. These movements help to strengthen the muscles in the mid back, upper back, and the neck so that they help to offset that forward head motion or forward lean that we tend to hold throughout the day. Exhale. 2 more here, breathing through it. 1 left, you're almost there. And whoo, lower it down. Shake out those shoulders, grab a water break if you like. We're gonna stretch this out. So let's stretch out our backs, feet shoulder width apart. Place your palms facing out and then round through that back, pushing the palms away from you. And this one's gonna feel pretty good after all of those crossover rows. Pushing forward, you can drop your head down just a little bit, lengthening through that neck. And bring the hands in, shake it out. We're gonna press those palms up, reaching up toward the ceiling. Now from here, we're gonna lean over to that right side, lengthen and lean, stretching through those lats. Exhale, breathing through this. Letting that heart rate come down. Take it over to the other side. Reaching up, pressing those palms up toward the ceiling. Lengthening through the right side. And lower it down, shake it out. Let's take it to shoulders. Bring that right arm across. We're going to take the left arm, anchor it down toward the chest. Now with this stretch, this might feel pretty easy, so I want you to hug it in just a little tighter. Hugging that arm in toward you, stretching through the front of the shoulders. This stretch can be a little bit easy to cheat on, so that's why you really want to make sure that you're hugging in tightly to lengthen through the front of the shoulder blade. Let's lower that side down, take it over to the left, cross that arm over, pulling in, and again, if this feels a little bit easy, hug it in just a little tighter. Exhale. Try to let that heart rate come down, relaxing your breathing. And shake it out. One last move. Let's stretch out our triceps. Bring the right arm up. Take that left hand, place it on top of your elbow. Guide the hand down so the palm is at the base of the neck between the shoulder blades. And then try to lift your chest here. So the urge here is to let your head bob forward and to sort of lean, but to really lengthen through that tricep. I want you to push the back of your head against your forearm and try to keep that chest lifted. Exhale. And lower that side down, shake it out. Take it over to the other arm, one last stretch here. Bring it up, place your elbow in the middle of your back, lift through the chest, and then push the back of your head into the forearm. Breathing through it, really lengthening here through that tricep. Exhale. And lower that side down, shake up the shoulders. We're all done for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you again soon.